Hey there, it's Ryan with IMinnesotanice.com. Today, day 40. I'm here at Catholic Charities in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
St. Cloud Children's Home.
Perfect. Tell me more.
My name is Lana Faber, and I am the youth minister at the St. Cloud Children's Home. And this week, it's my anniversary. I've celebrated 30 years of being here. It's been a great journey. I love this place. I love this chapel. So welcome.
Thanks for having me. Tell me a little bit more about the children's home here.
Well, we have a long legacy. We were built in 1924 by Bishop George Bush as an orphanage. And it was a pretty state-of-the-art building. As you walk around, we're all connected. And we call each unit, we have 6 cottages that are kind of on the exterior, and then the interior is our teaching staff. But everything is centered around the chapel here.
Sure.
And in 1924, it was an orphanage for many, many years, and it was run by the Franciscan Sisters of Little Falls. And they had anywhere from babies to 18 years of age.
Sure.
And it's always fun to hear the stories that some of the sisters have about, being in the baby cottage, or and then the older girls helping out every day, changing the diapers and potty training and things like that.
It's a family environment here.
Very much so.
Yep.
Very much so. The cottages, we call them cottages. They're set up very much like a home. Kitchen, dining room, living room, where meals are cooked on the weekend.
Sure.
And we try to make it as home as possible.
Yep.
And right now we're what's called a residential treatment center. And so we service students clients from the age of 8 to 18, both male and female. And they come to us with the majority, all of them are here for a reason. And most of those reasons are that they've come from very traumatic backgrounds.
Sure.
And they're hurting.
Yeah.
And they're in need of some healing.
Yep.
So what we do here is try to turn their meaningless suffering into meaningful suffering.
Sure.
And each cottage has a therapist and a supervisor and a team of people that work really hard to meet the needs of our clients here and keep kids safe.
How many clients or how many kids are here, typically?
Typically about 50.
Okay.
That's not our max, but around 50.
Sure, that's a continuous.
Yeah.
Plus or minus. And then after, is there some success stories, or is there some stories that you have about people being here, kids being here, and then they're moving on?
Yes, there's a number of success stories, and I usually hear from a number of students, which is nice. This week I just got a call. There was a student here that was here for a long time, and that's unusual now.
Sure.
And she said, Lana, I have to tell you, I got independent living. And so she's living on her own. She's out of a group home, and she's finishing her degree and will graduate in December. And she wants to be a library assistant, and she was just so proud of herself. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So it's good to hear the success stories, and I'm sure there's students here that have hard feelings as orphans about, brings back. I mean, it's a necessity, and I don't want kids to grow up here, but there's a need.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It's a safe environment. I mean, they can learn the things that they need to do and go from there.
Yeah.
That's cool. I want you to tell me about these.
Oh, the quilts.
These quilts. Yes. It's such a good story. I love this.
Well, we do have a few people in the community, mostly they're ladies. Yeah. And they donate quilts on a regular basis. Sure. But a couple of Christmases ago, there's another youth minister part-time. He had taken students over Christmas break and to Bethlehem Lutheran Church here, and they learned how to quilt, and they helped do some quilting. And here at Easter, a couple of years ago, they brought the quilts here, and donated the quilts to the children's home.
Yep.
And so for our Easter service, we put them all out.
Yep.
And now, since that has happened, any student who graduates from our program or who leaves successfully gets to come to the chapel and pick the quilt of their choice.
Sure, their favorite.
Their favorite quilt.
Yeah.
And as they, we keep replenishing because
Yeah.
they keep being donated, and kids just love coming in and picking their quilt.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this morning I had group, and a student said, Lana, I'm leaving September 28th. I need to pick a quilt. When can we go to the chapel before someone else?
Somebody else gets it.
I've seen the one I want, she
Sure,
says.
yeah, has it all picked out.
Yeah, and so once students know that, I mean, they come in and they're looking, the one's still there. So.
And really, I mean, it's a symbol of, when they graduate, they have this and they have this token to remember them, and they can always rely on that.
Yeah, I always think about that when I look and I'm doing services, that number one is that they wrap themselves in it, and hopefully that they feel that they've been loved.
Right.
And the other thing is that most of the quilts are patchwork quilts.
Yeah.
And so there's many pieces to putting a patchwork quilt, and that's kind of what we do here, is try to piece their lives back together again.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So, and some might go, oh, that would look nice, but I leave them here. They're for the kids. They're for the kids.
Maybe you'll get one
when I graduate.
When you graduate, yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And something along as far as like funding and stuff, to keep you guys on your feet and keep these services going, you guys need to do fundraising type things. And
yes.
There's one coming up. Lake
Wobegon Trail. Right. It's a wonderful opportunity. You get exercise.
I love biking myself. I bike all the time. So.
Yeah. It's called the Lake Wobegon Bike Ride Tour, and anybody can just show up. I think the starting point is St. Joe.
Okay.
And all you do is pay a fee, and you can get sponsors if you want.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a 26-mile bike ride if you want to do the whole thing. And it's a great fundraiser, and it goes to a great cause.
So September 10th, put it on your calendar to come out to the Lake Wobegon Regional Trail Ride for kids.
Yes.
And support your amazing community here, which is doing so much for the rest of the community. It's a bike ride. It's good. Helps people out.
Perfect.
All right, I'm Ryan with I'mMinnesotaNice.com, sharing the best of Minnesota.